So, Singapore immigration by business relocation is a topic of discussion. How, by opening a business in Singapore, you can relocate and then apply for permanent residency in the due course of time. So, just to clarify on this, as you might know, there are specific routes to apply Singapore permanent residency, and that is PTS scheme, sponsor scheme, or student scheme. So PTS scheme is where a person is on employment pass or S pass in Singapore, and then after working for a few years in Singapore, he can apply for permanent residency. Under sponsor scheme, a person can sponsor another person who is a spouse or child of that person to apply for permanent residency. And the student scheme is where a student who is studying in Singapore, a foreign student who is in IB program, can apply for permanent residency. If these routes are not available, then obviously you have a GIP scheme, Global Investor Program, where you can apply for permanent residency directly from the country in which you are staying. But the GIP requirements are quite stringent, and one of the key requirement is that you should be running or owning a business with at least 250 million Singapore dollars. Now, this 250 million Singapore dollars is a very high amount, and generally, most of the people will not be able to satisfy this. So, the question is for other people who are not in Singapore but may be qualified and having a good experience, do they have any option? And that is what I am explaining over here. So, if you are overseas but not qualifying for GIP, and technically that means all of the four schemes listed here you do not qualify, then this is one of the option for you. So I will explain you this scheme in detail, or this mechanism in detail, how it works. So you are based overseas, and obviously therefore you do not have access to any of the schemes to apply for Singapore PR. So you incorporate a company in Singapore. You will register a company in Singapore, and after incorporating a company, you can apply for employment pass. And if you have any dependent pass for your dependents to work in Singapore. Obviously, dependents cannot work. You will be only allowed to work being an employment pass holder. So, your company is going to apply for employment pass for you as a director employee of the company. Once employment pass is approved, you can relocate to Singapore. And after 2 or 3 years of stay in Singapore, you can apply for PR under PTS scheme. So, because you are on employment pass, you have stayed in Singapore and worked in Singapore for 2 to 3 years, you can apply it under Professional, Technical and Skilled Migrant Scheme. So, this is the scheme in nutshell. Now, there are few points you need to keep it in mind. I will call it prerequisites. So, the first thing is your sector of work must be in demand industries. For example, if your idea is to open up a grocery shop or mini mart, then I don't think it's going to work, because there are so many other people, Singaporeans and existing PR, who can run this kind of industries. So your skills or the sector must be in demand. So which are the sectors? So you can refer this list on Ministry of Manpower website, but in general, technology sector, banking, finance, management consulting, these kind of industries are considered to be in demand. The next thing is you should have a background in that sector. Maybe you have worked for few years, or maybe you have an educational background in that sector with some years of experience. If you decide to start a company in fintech, but all along your life you have been working in maybe shipping, then I don't think it might be very easy to get the employment pass approval. Then you should be ready to commit a reasonable amount of capital, and generally we recommend clients at least 50k and above. Higher the capital, it is better for the chances of approval of employment pass. Now obviously when you apply for employment pass for a new company, authorities are going to look at the capital of the company, because you will come into Singapore and company should be able to sustain you in Singapore for that specific period, at least for first 6 months. So does it have reasonable capital? For example, if you incorporate a company with only $1,000 capital, then there will be questions around it. And over the coming years, after the company is incorporated, the company should become successful, pay taxes, and generate reasonable income for you as a director employee of the company. It will be even better if it can employ some Singaporeans and PR so that you can present a case saying that we have generated more employment in Singapore. So the pictorially, I can show the path like this. You incorporate a company, get an EP, entry pass, whatever is applicable. After 2 to 3 years, you apply for permanent residency, and after 2 to 4 years, you will apply for citizenship if you are interested. Now, here are some of the frequently asked questions. So, the first question is, can I be 100% shareholder of the company? So, the answer is yes, you can be 100% shareholder of the company. You can be the foreign director of the company, and company can still apply employment pass for you. So these are three different roles. Shareholder is the owner, director is a manager with a strategic capacity, and you can still also be an employee doing day-to-day tasks. Is this employment pass scheme same as entry pass? No, it is not same. It is very similar. Entry pass has got some specific criteria. So entry pass used to be similar to this, where people could apply for entry pass by providing a business plan. But few years back, this entry pass scheme was changed. So now it is necessary that to get the entry pass, you must have at least an investor commitment to your company, or you should be an incubatee, or you should have angel investor investment, or you should have a significant entrepreneurial track record. So nowadays entry pass becomes difficult unless you have attended some kind of recognized boot camp or association. So this is not exactly entry pass, this is employment pass. Can I be the director of the company? Yes, you can. You can be the foreign director when incorporating the company, and once you relocate to Singapore, you can become the local director of the company. Must I deposit capital of $50,000 in the account before applying EP? No, it is not mandatory to deposit the capital of $50,000. However, it will be better if you can show the availability of fund in the form of a bank statement or something like that, that these funds are ready. Is the employment pass under this scheme guaranteed? No, so employment pass is not guaranteed. Decision of approval of employment pass is decided by Ministry of Manpower. So ultimately it is their decision. But generally if you take proper care and if you meet the prerequisites, it is not difficult to get the employment pass. Can I bring in my family members? Yes, you can bring in your family members so long as you are making more than 6,000 Singapore dollars by way of salary in Singapore per month. You can bring your family members on a dependent pass. If you are making more than 12,000, you can even bring your aged parents into Singapore. And the last question is, after how many years I can apply for permanent residency? So generally after 2 to 3 years, you can file your application for permanent residency. Again, it will be reviewed by ICA, Immigration and Checkpoint Authority, and based on their criteria, they will decide the approval. So in summary, if you do not fall in any of the existing categories for applying the PR, you can still plan to relocate to Singapore by way of a business relocation by incorporating a company, and then later on apply for PR.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel today. PR Application is a leading immigration consultancy company in Singapore.